Hello students, in this module we'll discuss about oral communication under the paper technical writing and communication skill. If you look at your syllabus, unit 4 you find oral communication. This oral communication is sometimes called verbal communication. Communication as a student, communication is very much important. These days, especially job seeking, I used to tell in the class how you can, what you are, how others come to know. So you must express. Express is through writing, what you do in your exam, written exam, and another is your verbal communication. Here it is oral communication. These days, this plays an important role in getting you a better position, whether it is admissions, whether it is getting a job into entry level jobs, even any level jobs. Suppose you are given a position, you need to guide your peer, subordinate groups also. So many cases, oral communication is important. Oral communication, second is that personal presentation. So in your syllabus, if you look at this, there are a couple of things given. Personal presentation like seminar. You must have heard seminar, conference, workshop. All these, club into one category. Second is that extemp, personal interview, storytelling. And another category is your group discussion. So one by one, very briefly, we'll tell you. Seminar. Seminar is a gathering of people from across a particular discipline or a group of discipline. Seminar. Like seminar, sometimes conference also comes under this group. In seminar, the basic thing is that a scholar or you are asked to present a paper before a relatively bigger gathering. You may be given 5 minutes. I don't think anywhere it is 10 minutes, unless it is a keynote or a higher level. Seminar presentation, these days you speak from your paper by holding your printed paper or PPT. What I'm talking about, remember, I'm talking about seminar. So seminar, there is a title, you say title, introduce yourself, okay, introduce yourself and speak what exactly, because the time is very constant. 5 minutes are there, 3, sometimes they allow you 3 minutes also. What's the major thesis? You speak and probably one or a couple of questions, then you ask that. And your presentation, you avoid generalized kind of, because you are supposed to speak, because that is a gathering where you want to express your own research, one new thing or new finding, so that from your seminar presentation, many will come to know, and this is an occasion where you can showcase your personality, your scholarship, your expertise, your experience, your findings. Are you getting my point? So this way, seminar is oral communication means you must be. And secondly, if possible, we will develop another module sometimes, Ajif, simulating a particular seminar form. Okay. So in seminar you will do this, and little bit questions will be there. Then that's all. Okay. We'll have somewhere communication, comparison also. Then come to Another important is personal interview. Okay, personal interview. In personal interview, what is a personal interview? Normally, job interview. Personal means you will be appearing in person, before a selection committee. Selection committee may be sometimes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 1 or 2 persons are there, and then you will be appearing. Primary concern is that you appear yourself. Secondary concern is that how many members are there, whether it is 2 or it is 5. So personal interview means you will be asked certain things, maybe on the basis of your CV or your application form, and there they will ask some questions, maybe 5, 10, 20, 30, and there you answer those questions. So out of the all appeared students, probably they think that who is the best. So as it is a personal interview, what you need to do? So we will thrust on those aspects, especially question and answer aspect. How do you prepare yourself, dress up, gesture, also these matters. But personal interview, so they will ask the questions, and sometimes try to find all the time. All the questions will be concentrated on, moves around. How do you think yourself? How do you present yourself? You are the best, and will be taken. So your entire interview revolves around. I remember, what is the job for? If it is a teaching job, if it is a librarian job, if it is a scientist job, you look into that, and nature of job profile also. Okay, so that way your preparation is needed, or very much necessary. Okay, so that way will be. And sometimes they ask questions because there are a panel of members, so one by one they will be asking. It will begin with a basic questions. The first and foremost is introduce yourself. Introduce means say something out about yourself. Then the actual questions will move. Okay, so this part is very important also. What is that important? Like the morning shows the day. Don't get nervous. Even if you are nervous also, take water facilities are there, and they also make you calm. They are thinking of their, the myth is that they will grill you. It's not that. They all are supportive, so they will make you comfort, and you answer those questions. The first part is that introduction yourself. Your introduction should be brief, remember, and focusing on the job profile, academic biodata, not about your family members. They may ask sometimes extra. If they ask, where are you from, what is your mother tongue, or native of which place, or about your study, education, everything, family also. But don't enter into that family aspects. So in that way, it's important. Secondly, and you try to answer the questions they ask. Suppose you don't listen properly, even if you listen but exactly the answer is not coming to your mind, so you may pretend, not all the time, you may pretend like this, I'm sorry, I couldn't get the question. So in the meantime, within 2-3 couple of seconds, then your mind must be functioning, and your answer coming to your mind. You can play that way, so then you answer it. And suppose you don't know 100% answer of a particular question. It may so happen. So instead of bluffing, then you say, honestly, I'm sorry, sir, it's not my expertise, or I don't know the answer. That way you can manage. But sometimes you know answer not fully, partially, so you try to answer in that way, in a major way, so that they will get the impression that you know. If you, all the time you are blank and you don't answer, probably it will give the impression that you don't know anything. They panel members are also, once they were like you, they understand out of 10 questions, suppose someone doesn't answer 2 questions, it doesn't matter much. So this is probably in another module somewhere will give a full description about personal interview or job interview. Thank you.